Max, what's good? Welcome to the live stream. This morning I was on Twitter, and all my Twitters talked about is ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. So I need to get this celebrity bullshit out of my head and get my day started because those people have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with me. Even though some people have said I look like ASAP Rocky, I am not in any position to be a multimillionaire. So fuck the position that they're talking about. But that's all that's been going up across my social media this morning. Sorry, I gotta find something small to make some type of little filter out of, little crutch out of. Let's see if I can do it with this. Max and Sean, you guys have any plans on this nice Friday afternoon? Yeah, I'm about to roll a nice little joint. I need to get outside after this. I've been cooped up in here all day. I usually try to walk in the mornings or go for a jog. This morning it was freezing in here. When it's cold inside, it's been like cold and hot at the same time inside my house. It's tough to feel like it. I know that's just an excuse, but I haven't felt like it this morning. But I'll still get some shit done today in terms of getting outside and being active and shit. What's today? 420 got to be about 5 days away, huh? April 15th, yeah. Oh shit, this morning I was also studying an HTML class on YouTube, trying to get the website better, and it's so expensive to find web developers and shit like that. I was like, man, I'm gonna give myself at least a little baseline understanding so I can get some more shit done. I paid somebody on Fiverr to get the website back up because it's like little code problem just be coming up when you have a website. And I'm like, man, can I learn at least a basic amount to where I don't have to pay somebody at least $50 to $100 every time there's some small issue? And not only that, what if there's a small issue and they pull a car mechanic on me and they fix one thing and fuck up something else, and now I got another issue? So I'm gonna try to start learning some HTML and CSS and shit, just some fundamental baseline website shit. It's crazy. Like kids are learning that shit in like high school and stuff now. And we had some stuff that we're introduced to, but if they had told me you're not gonna be able to get a good paying job without being able to do this shit or in the space that you want, I probably would have paid attention. They would have said you're gonna be poor if you can't fucking code these computers. That's not the case. I'm just saying it's a huge space now. All my friends that did that stuff in college thrived, but I was so bad at coding computers when I was younger. I was like, I can't do this shit. This shit doesn't make any sense to me. Now look at me. Just smoking, Sean. That's what's up. You got to work at 4. I got you, Max. You got some time. You got some time on this Friday to chill till you get to that point. Paul, what's good to you? April, what's good? Hope you guys are having a great Friday. I am pumping on some Mac 1 this morning. That's what I've been puffing on since about 6 o'clock this morning. I got up at 5, but started smoking at 6. Started taking this HTML class this morning. Also sent a few emails. Wrote a little bit. Just try to get my Friday done get it started on the right note. And I've been noticing when I get up later than like 6, my day doesn't start well. So I got to get up in the 5 o'clock hour. I've been getting up way too late. I've been getting up at like 7 o'clock, and the rest of my day has just not been going well when I do that. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Off for the weekend after this. Nice ball. That's dope. That's dope. I remember I used to have some weekends back when I had a Monday through Friday job. When did I have a Monday through Friday job last? When did I have a Monday through Friday job? That should have been November 2020. October, November 2020. Man, I used to be fiending for those weekends. Now I don't really look for it. Now I don't even like the weekends. But now that I found a weekend job, I like it. I have no peace in my heart, y'all. In my head. I have it in my heart, but not in my head. I can't ever stop. When I stop, I be getting depressed. But dead ass. So because of that, like I've been needing stuff to do 7 days a week at this age. When I have days off, it's not healthy for me. So no, not 7 days a week, 6 days a week though. I love working like 6 days a week, trying to get 10 hours of shit done in a day, each day. Hopefully one day I'll have something that I can put my attention on that I enjoy other than working and trying to make money, but I haven't found that thing yet. I swear people are like, what did you like as a kid? Even I did that chili dilly. Is like, what's your favorite memory as a kid? And like getting older to be able to make money. Like when I was a kid, nothing fulfilled me like money. I think I was born in capitalism, a capitalist, and that's sick because I'm not even 100% like pro all aspects of capitalism because of how horribly it treats people. But love working, love working, bro. Shit's insane. What I want to work on. If I don't like the work, obviously I don't want to go do that shit. Who likes working and doing the shit they don't want? Who likes going to do shit they don't want to do? Yeah, of course, Anthony. I got some like an old Rhythm eighth container here. Like I'm familiar with the brand Rhythm. I haven't tried the carts, but just because I don't buy dispensary carts here because they're a rip off. But I have heard about them. I had forgot Easter was coming up. Easter this weekend. Is today Good Friday? Is today Good Friday? I'm going to call my mom. She'll know. I'm about to Google it. When is Good Friday? April 15th? Okay. So today's Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. Today, Jesus was crucified. Wait, what? Easter's this weekend? That's crazy. R.I.P. Jesus. I don't live in the South no more. I swear I didn't see nobody walking around with no ashes on Wednesday. I went to Catholic school for a while, so that shit was central to the culture of my schooling. I ain't see nobody walking around with no ashes on Wednesday on their face. That's crazy. What Catholic school was lit with that shit, bro. Like around that time, that whole season, it's a big deal. Good Friday, but so crazy the transition that holidays do in for you from childhood to like adulthood to like parenthood to like being a grandparent and shit, like the different stages in which these holidays go for you. Because I'd be remembering 420 as a holiday. July 4th is because I'd be passing by seeing shit in the sky. And 420 is the only one I really go out of my way to celebrate, though. I need to do a better job. And I try to do stuff for my girlfriend's birthday, but still, even outside of that, I don't even do stuff for my own personal things, really. They're just more days, but maybe it's important to find significance in these days. I find the significance in Easter. Just, I don't like how America turns these opportunities into like money grabs for real, though. That's what I don't like. Like you have to spend money on these days. Even if I was rich, if I was whatever, it's just like the fundamentals. Like America is really telling people when to spend their money, and they're tying it in with religion or whatever they want to tie it in with, but they're telling you when to spend your money. I'm not Catholic, but I went to Catholic school. My parents wanted me to get a good education over there, but I am not Catholic myself. I couldn't go sit in a room and tell anybody else I watched porn last week or some shit or whatever they go tell these priests. I said no to my parents. I ate a cheeseburger. Nah, I wouldn't hit him back. There's no good that can come out of a full-on fight on national TV. I enjoyed Catholic school for real. I went for a couple years. It was all boys school too, which people think is bad, but I had so much fun. I had fun when I went to a co-ed school after that too, but I had so much fun at all boys school. I got you, Paul. We all have our beliefs. That's just another belief system. For sure, some get more significant and less significant, but it also depends on who you're around. Like my girlfriend and I don't do a lot for Valentine's Day, and maybe that's my fault. It is probably my fault. I don't know. Maybe I dictate that. I have no idea. I've never celebrated Valentine's Day in my life. I thought that was like an elementary school thing. And then this year I realized people really be going out of their way on Valentine's Day. I thought it was like a day people like elementary school kids gave candy. Like I thought that's what it was for. Like my brain's all fucked up, taking all these marketing classes. So like the way I saw it was like it was just a day that some people got some carnations, or it was just like these businesses just ran love through that day. And so I never thought of these things as for the emotional significance that I feel like a lot of people attach to them. Therefore, sometimes my girlfriend says I'm like a robot. But it's just like, these things are fake. Or I don't know. I'm trying to become better. I'm trying to understand what other people care about in terms of these things, because there's no way I could care about it. I'm just trying to learn in my life what's important for other people. So like when that important thing happens, I can like act like I care about it, because that's what a lot of life is like acting like you care about it. Like it's kind of like when a kid jumps up and they think they jumped 6 feet out of the air, and you have to be like, oh my God, you just did something so amazing. And we all know it's a lie, but it's like you have to play along with it to feign interest. Not feign interest because you care about it, like the kid care about them. And that's kind of how a lot of things in life are to me. You have to just be like, oh, that's amazing, or oh, this is important to get to the next thing, because things are important to other people. Same way I'm sure people do it to me too. So it's just an element of life. What's good, Jack? How you doing? Catholic grade school, high school, and college. Oh no, I went to 2 years of Catholic high school, and that was enough for me. But it was a good learning experience. I got you, Sean. Yeah, we all have our own personal spiritual journeys, for sure. Max, I'm dead. I don't think I'm gonna fall asleep right after, but I have taken some mid-morning naps. I might take a nap. I'm gonna need a nap today because I got up earlier, but I'm still trying to adjust to that. But yeah, you're right. That mid-morning nap can be rather nice. I feel you, Catholics, on that. That's what's up, so DK. I'm happy for you. I'm definitely gonna celebrate it in my own way, for sure. Because the significance of the holiday is still important to me, actually. The dates, the location, those things, not so much, but the reason for it is still significant to me. I don't think it's a bad times thing, Paul. I think some people just believe and some people don't believe. Some people have faith in certain things and some people don't have faith in certain things. But I think we all have faith in something. And it's just what people decide to place their faith in, but we all place our faith in something because we as humans, we have to like lean on something. Absolutely. Everybody does on something. So, it can't knock on anybody. I'm not here to knock at least what people believe as long as it's what they believe isn't like trying to hurt somebody else. A lot of people do, Paul. A lot of people do. That's what's up, man. A lot of people here went to Catholic school. The Catholic school kids are smoking weed, huh? I'm there with y'all. Smoking weed in the morning specifically. Nice, Squilly. Enjoy the jiu-jitsu class. That sounds fun. I would say the same thing, Slow DK. I certainly believe in God, but churches have been messed up for me, for sure. Just some shit I've seen. And when I was a kid, it didn't feel right. And when things don't feel right to you as a child, sometimes it's just like naturally not what's the circumstance isn't right, because kids know things that adults don't know, because adults place their faith on things. Kids don't have faith in shit. For real. Like other than their parents are gonna feed them, like other than that, that kid don't know anything. Like it's just a blank slate ready to be filled. Yeah, adults have preconceived notions about shit, biases and stuff. Kids don't have that. So a lot of the things that I felt as a kid are at this point as I get older, some of the things that I try to lean back on. Cause that's like my nature. And then I try to grow from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a kid, but how we feel about a lot of things as a kid or how we view it is our true perspective. And then we grow based off of facts from there type shit. Because our parents put some thoughts, obviously a lot of thoughts into our heads, but our teachers, our friends, all that shit. And so our head gets filled up with shit over time. But kids' heads got a lot of space to fill up. I'm dead, Kevin. If you grew up in a Catholic church, a lot of things are going to be different from the Catholic church because the Catholic church has funding. That's the difference. That's the base funding. There is no Catholic church on earth that doesn't have funding. Other churches have to do different things and have different tactics and stuff to mix the business aspect and the church aspect. Since the Catholic Church is the number one real estate owner in the world, they have unbelievable amounts of wealth and resource to their disposal, and they're not taxed almost probably anywhere. And because they're not taxed anywhere, they have unbelievable amounts of money. And since they have unbelievable amounts of money, the priests and stuff like that, they don't really have to like ask a ton. Like they'll have the collection plate and stuff like that, but the business aspect isn't as intermingled because it's not a true biz. Like it's a corporation. It's not a family-owned business, a family-run business like most churches are family-run businesses, poorly family-run businesses. And so with that being said, the bureaucracy of like Catholicism allows it to not lean so much on like financial gain pretty much. So it's like it's a lot different, you know. And so a lot of the feel that you're gonna get going to these other churches is them also trying to survive as a business, you know, and keep employees, do all that stuff, like keep money without guilt tripping the congregation, without seeming like a scam. Because most pastors in the end of the day aren't rich. You know what I mean? Like we hear about the ones that have like mega churches and shit like that, because those are the ones we hear about. But if you look around you in most parts of America, there's probably 20 churches in your area, unless you're in a very small town. And even if you're in a small town, there's probably 20 churches in your area. Most of those people that run those churches are not rich. Most of the head people at that church, the reception at that church, people who run the children's section, they're not rich people. Most of them are actually probably struggling, and the business is struggling. So that's kind of the reality of the church world, and why a lot of the other churches are going to feel a lot different than the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church is never broke, ever. You know, these other churches be broke, and money struggles, regardless of whether God is present or not, are hard and stressful and bring anxiety. Exactly, it's Tudors in your neighborhood at all. What's up, Kikari? Oh, Paul, they're for sure going to shut down. Churches are going to shut down. Universities are going to shut down. A lot of systems that are built on emotion and things like that, and habit. A lot of these things are built on habit, habitually. Generations of people have been going to college. It's just a part of education, whatever. Some of these things have been broken with COVID and with other shit, you know, with the ability to work from home, and which was from that, and the ability to work for these major companies without degrees, all those type of things. And so with that, all this stuff is changing, but also with churches, it's the exact same way. There's way less guilt to put money in an offering tray. You have to go out of your way to give offering if you go online and do it that way, even if you're watching church at home. But they don't make any money off of viewership. And so since they don't make any money off of viewership, people at home aren't giving as much money. These churches are going to start to break. People at home watching YouTube instead of going to college, these colleges are going to start to break, you know, and some of these colleges need to close. It's that simple. Some of these churches need to close, you know, because their businesses, it's just the reality of it. What's up, Rilo? How you doing? We're talking about it's Good Friday, Easter coming up this weekend and shit. Cool weekend. I like Easter weekend. I have no reason to not like Easter weekend. Some holidays I have some disdain towards, and I have to hold in with my disdain because I know I look bad sometimes in terms of like some of these holidays. I'm like, bro, how much money are you spending? And then people in these commercials will tell people this is not about money. It's about how you feel. It's not about money. Stop making everything about money. I guarantee you, if you look at the accounting books of that company, they could tell you how much you paid after that advertisement, where you paid after that advertisement, exactly what products you bought it for, who you bought it for. That's all about money, but your purchase isn't supposed to be about money. And so they get a lot of these people in these habit loops of like, it's not about money, it's about the season. People get caught up in these emotions and stuff of time. And I get and I get some of it. Some of it is like that, especially when it comes to like giving bonuses at the end of the year and stuff like that. Like, that's not people in these jobs want to be like, this, here you go, thank you. No, they're trying to get their tax cuts. So they have to spend a certain amount of money. So your bonus is going to be dependent on how much they need to spend to get to break even on their taxes. So like the emotion of times of year and holidays and stuff like that and spending habits, people have to be very careful of. But that's probably not why you came and watched this episode this morning. That's probably not why you came and watched this episode this morning. It's so interesting to me, bro. But I know I am an outlier in how I feel about these things, and a lot of people would just be like, "That's not gonna make people like you" or something like that. I just be, we gotta, we gotta keep moving. I used to do that, Paul. I used to work at I used to work at HEB. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I know. I used to work at HEB. I used to watch people like running in trying to get their shit for like July 4th and all this type of stuff. I'm just like, bro, what is the holiday celebrating? What really happened at the holiday? How much money do you spend on a yearly basis to celebrate the same date? All these things, bro. And the fact that most holidays are built in tragedy, but we don't even talk about it. Oh my goodness. This is supposed to be a positive chat. And this is positive stuff. This is stuff to help people save money and to help wake people up to the money that they could be keeping in their pockets. Now, HEB is a good place to work for. It's a good place to work for. I was too young to take advantage of it or appreciate it or anything like that, but it was a pretty cool little summer position. But with that being said, I like holidays. I really do like holidays. I like the reasons behind most holidays. I think maybe I'm one of the few people who likes reading about them and really realizing about what they're for and what we're talking about and stuff like that. But I will never get caught and or lost in the emotional spending of them. Because the thing about it is, like, I'll give nice Christmas gifts too, but it'll always be a small percentage of my income. That's the thing. Like, people will give gifts, like, so my gifts will get nicer as my income goes up. But I'm not about to be spending half of checks and shit on gifts and that I can't pay my bills. Like, a lot of people get caught in those situations, and it's just like, well, they're paying off that credit card for that for so long. It goes for like Valentine's Day and all that stuff. I'd rather try to treat somebody good every day than splurge once a year. Because if I splurge once a year, I'm ignoring you the rest of the time. It's just the reality of who I am. You're not going to get both, though. Right, like your kids and stuff like that. That's who matter. Like you got to do stuff for people who matter in this world, and if everybody matters, because I promise you, you don't matter to everybody. None of us do. None of us matter to everybody. That's how matter works. That's why there's signs up that say Black Lives Matter, because there are people that walk a lot. There are people that walk by and be, no, they don't. That's why there has to be a sign there. In the same way, they had to put, don't put this plastic bag over your head because you might suffocate, because somebody did it before. Somebody walked by and be like, I don't agree with that shit. I watch so many people do it. I know so many people who live off of holidays, like holidays are that special time. Even the fact that like we only have to see our family 4 times a year for the holidays. Like think about that. We've rigged it to where instead of when I think about the person, I hit them up and just go, nah, I'll see him at Thanksgiving. And it's July. People be in that hub. Man, I'm gonna get them a nice ass Christmas gift. It's February. Just so they don't actually have to connect and talk to them. They're plotting for a gift when they could just be actually talking and spending time with them. Is the funniest part about relegating certain times to treat people special. Oh my goodness. Like, just think about it. Even the idea of college, like, all right, you can go, like Thanksgiving, like college has been like, all right, this is the time that you get off of school, Thanksgiving time. For this last 4 months, like your family hasn't been important. But because of this holiday, now we excuse you from the all important responsibility of sitting in 8 hours of classes each day. Like the importance we place on things in my brain has never computed. It just doesn't. But I also realize that everybody just thinks completely different because, like, the people that I want to talk to or the people that would be getting like large Christmas gifts from me, I guess, are people that I actually talk to often. And I value that way more than them getting me a gift. Because if they got me a gift, but we talked once a year when I got that gift, I wouldn't like that. But what's up, Colton? Sorry, I missed that. Rilo, I do need to hydrate. Chris, what's good? Chris Davis, sorry, I was over here ranting. Bro, where's my water? I'm about to get off of here soon. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. This has been a fun session. I hope you guys have a good Easter for real. I'm gonna enjoy my Easter. I say a prayer for y'all. For real. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Hope y'all have a great next week as well. I don't know if we get. I think some people might have today off. Good Friday is a holiday for some people. I think. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm the type of conspiracy theorist that I'm just like, would they make Easter a holiday that has to be on a Sunday every single year because you're gonna get that day off anyway? and they don't want to give any extra days. Like, is it just convenient that the weekend is when it's all off, and that's when the whole thing is set up? Like, it's just so strange how all these holidays seem to be set up to give people as little time away from work and toiling away as possible. And at a basis that is frustrating to me. And it can't be a coincidence. It can't be a coincidence that July 4th and Christmas are 6 months apart on opposite sides of the calendar. Two things that everybody's going to celebrate and spend a ton of money doing. And it has to happen every 6 months. Because people will tell you, I only do July 4th. It's just one time a year. Yeah, but what about Christmas? And then what about Thanksgiving a month before that? And what about New Year's a week after that? So just stuff for y'all to think about. I would pray for us to get legalization as well, and for it to be done the right way, and for people to be able to actually exist in the market.